Move the chains.
Welcome to the EndZone YouTube. Let's move the chains. The United Football League college draft is complete, and today we will discuss the quarterbacks whose rights were selected in the UFL draft. Remember that a lot of these guys are still competing to be on an NFL roster, and it is not a given that they will play in the UFL. If they do decide to play in the UFL, then these teams I'm discussing basically have dibs on them. With that being said, comment the quarterback you want to see most in the United Football League. We will begin in round one, where there was an immediate run on quarterbacks. 3 signal callers in the first round. With the number 1 pick in the draft, Jason Bean was selected to the Memphis Showboats. He played for North Texas and then Kansas. He was part of that Kansas football rebuild and is now with the Indianapolis Colts. Bean was the first of many athletic quarterbacks taken, and we obviously know that Memphis struggled tremendously to protect last season. And make no mistake, though, Bean can create big plays, and he would be a nice addition to this offense. With the number 3 overall pick, John Rhys Plumlee was selected to the Arlington Renegades, and this one is a surprise to me, given Arlington has a room already with Lindsey Scott and Holton Allers. It has been speculated, though, that Luis Perez may retire, so this could be a sign of that. Plumlee is currently competing for a spot on the Steelers as a quarterback. Plumlee is also so athletic that the media has directly asked him if he would move to a skill position such as wide receiver with Pittsburgh. After transferring from Ole Miss, he played football and baseball at Central Florida. So that speaks again to his athleticism. If you look up his highlights on YouTube, you can certainly see that this dude is sort of a gamer. With the number 5 pick in the UFL draft, the St. Louis Battlehawks selected Chevan Cordeiro. If I didn't pronounce his name right, I apologize. He's currently a free agent, though, so this might be one of the most important picks. This is a name to watch out for. After transferring to San Jose State from Hawaii, he was excellent, earning Mountain West 2023 preseason Offensive Player of the Year. In 2023, he threw for 2,700 yards with 20 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. This is someone who I want to learn more about. I didn't watch too much San Jose State football, but I knew of him, and I knew that he was one of the better quarterbacks in the Mountain West Conference. And he is somebody that I want to dive into because I think that it's possible he could take over in St. Louis, possibly depending on AJ McCarron's situation, if they continue with Manny Wilkins or Brandon Silvers. Okay, now we will take a look at the signal callers taken outside of round 1, starting with Kedon Slovis, taken by DC in the second round, who I remember from his fantastic freshman season at USC. 72% completion percentage with 30 passing touchdowns. I thought he was going to be the next big quarterback, but things didn't quite work out. He played at Pittsburgh and then BYU. He's now with the Colts. The next quarterback wasn't taken until the bottom of the 5th round by the Michigan Panthers, Rocky Lombardi. Lombardi played for Michigan State before Northern Illinois, so he's familiar with the area there. He's currently with the Cincinnati Bengals. If he signs with the UFL, Rocky Lombardi may have the best name since Scooby Wright. Tanner Mordecai was selected by DC in round 9, so DC went for 2 quarterbacks in the draft. Bold strategy there. Mordecai played for Oklahoma, SMU, and Wisconsin, and he had a game at SMU where he tossed 9 touchdowns against Houston. He was really sensational statistically at SMU with 3,500 yards in each of his 2 years at least, and then 30 plus touchdowns at least again in each of his 2 seasons there. So he lit the world on fire. He's now with the 49ers. Finally, the Birmingham Stallions selected Sam Hartman at the end of round 9. Hartman, the former Notre Dame Fighting Irish quarterback, is not like the previous Stallions quarterback in terms of athleticism. You know, when you compare to Adrian Martinez, Matt Corral, Jamar Smith, and Alex McGough, he has a wealth of experience, however, running RPOs. That was when he was at Wake Forest before transferring to Notre Dame. He was known for mastering that slow RPO at Wake Forest. So maybe Skip Holtz sees something here with Hartman as a player who could master RPOs with the Birmingham Stallions in terms of passing. Sam Hartman will also bring a ton of attention to the league, given, well, he won the genetic lottery in terms of looks. Let's just say he'd bring in some fans. I'd love to know your opinions down below. Are you excited for any of these quarterbacks to be potentially playing in the United Football League? Thanks for watching the End Zone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so we can move the chains.